Welcome back to Apex Academy, your ultimate home for all your crypto education. As always, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, one new stream every day, 8 p.m. East African time. So make sure you get tuned in not to miss an update. Okay? Now, today it's a bit different from yesterday. As you can see, things are looking quite good compared to where we were last night. You can see entire market cap up by 2.26%. Last night we were talking about a decline of 1.4, so we basically doubled what we lost last night. Not really doubled, but we've done much better compared to what we did last night. We've actually doubled what we lost last night. We've made twice that gain today. Bitcoin back above $20,000, Ethereum above 1550. You can see BNB back above 280, and BNB is one of the projects that is very viable. I've always said the moment you see BNB is below $300, just long BNB with all your money, with all your kidneys, all your assets, whichever that you're willing to invest in BNB, just long BNB and use a leverage of about 10x, because BNB has proven over the past as a performer. Very soon you're going to see BNB above 300. Right now that we are at 280, if you long BNB with 10x, once you get 300, you might be talking of 40-50% gains in ROE. So this is a good chance to long BNB at the current market price. XRP above by 2%, Cardena above by 3%. Look at Solana. I talked about Solana last night. We were trading about $29. We're now at 31, almost $32 mark. And very soon you're going to cross the $4 mark. So things are looking amazing. As I've always mentioned time and again, this chart, the one that was in the red yesterday, today is now in the greens. And this is the beauty about cryptocurrency. Today you're on the losing side, tomorrow you have gained. So always know that the market doesn't move in a single direction. We have ups and we have downs. Look at Polygon, 5% up. $1,000 have yielded you about $500, which is a good thing. So things are good, looking quite amazing today. So if you check the chart for BTC BUSD pair, you can see that yesterday actually we actually closed at around this was at 1970 something, but today we've come up. You can see that we are like forming what you call a double bottom, and we all know that a double bottom signifies an uptrend. So this may be a sign that the market is now supposed to go in the upper direction. You can see that today we are now in a bullish candle. So if we close at about above 20,000, then tomorrow you open another bullish candle. Let's say you close about 20,500 or 20,400 thereafter. So things are now starting to move as they're supposed to be moving. So hold on, friends. Stay calm. Things are going to get better. We are not stuck here for long. We've seen Bitcoin go all the way to $4,000. We recovered. We went up to as high as $68,000. And $20,000 should not be something that should be a worry of, because we've been there multiple times. We've actually been much lower than that. If you check, this was in July, we were at 1,800. We climbed all the way up to 2,500. We are now at 20,000. So we'll easily go back to where we're supposed to be. That will easily go back above 2,500, about 3,000, and even go and form new all-time highs. So that's the status of Bitcoin. And the current ATR for today is about 936. Not so much with where we were last night, because the ATR for last night was about 957, 959 there. So pretty much same level to where we were last night. So quickly, what has happened? We have Cryptocom, which actually sued a user for apparently refunding them $10 million instead of $100. So you can imagine that you raise a concern, or we raise a ticket, we support, or whichever avenue that you need to air your grievances, and instead of these guys giving you a refund of $100, they wire a whooping $10 million in your account. So there's a woman who actually received this money, and she went ahead, bought a house, and there were two sisters based in Melbourne, that's Australia. And actually, Crypto.com didn't realize the error until 7 months later. So this tells you how much money this exchange platform possesses, because for them not to realize a loss of $10 million until 7 months. I think this is when they were doing their internal audit, when they are balancing their sheets. Maybe they saw that something was not adding up, and they realized that this woman was erroneously credited $10 million. So they followed up the matter. The woman was reported to court, and then the judge has ordered the house which was purchased to be sold so that the funds can be returned to Crypto.com. So I think the woman, at some point, or maybe I can say, she made a wise decision. But again, if you bought that type of a house and you cannot account where you got this money from, then definitely you're going to raise red flags. So I think that's one of the things that should have sold out. Maybe you should have just invest that money in crypto. Maybe buy some more coins. Maybe do daily this year, weekly this year, and even make much, much more. Maybe she should have been in a position to pay back their money and even remain back with something if she would have diversified her portfolio or diversified her investments. All in all, she tried. It's so unfortunate that luck was not on her side. So you can see that the woman based in Melbourne sought 100,000 refund from the exchange in May 1st last year, but received 10 million instead. So this woman is based in Australia, as I've mentioned, and remember, Crypto.com is a Singapore-based exchange platform. So they followed up the matter, and the issue is now under control. Still, the issue of exchange, we've had a certain CEO in Turkey that has been arrested, apparently in Albania, for trying and swindling investors over 24 million US dollars. So again, always make sure you do your due diligence before you invest in any exchange or any crypto investment scheme, because apparently this exchange platform, or this platform, as you may want to call it, it was called, it was Turkish based, that is first and foremost, and the exchange was called the Thodex. So the Thodex, it was an exchange that was serving the entire population of Turkey. So what happens, I presume that these guys saw their money, so much money is coming in the exchange platform, and they were like, why should we just run away with all this guy's money? So the founders, they ran away, they went to seek refuge in Albania, but apparently the law enforcement officers in Albania, in cahoots with people from Turkey rather, they were able to apprehend the suspect, and is now supposed to be flown back to Turkey to face charges of money laundering and fraud, because this is basically fraud. So whenever you come up with an exchange platform, whenever you see money started flowing in their millions and billions of dollars, don't be tempted to run away with people's fund, because eventually the law will still catch up with you, and you're going to be in for it. Still on the issue of the exchange, I had mentioned earlier that I'm coming up with an exchange platform that will enable you to buy crypto directly from M-Pesa through, and avoid the route of going through P2P, because P2P has been really frustrating over the past few years, because there's so much fraud going on. But this thing is facing a lot of challenges in terms of fraud. That's the main challenge that we are facing. Also, the issue of KYC. Just by KYC, you cannot eliminate the risk aspect of fraud. Also, the aspect of liquidity, because you might be finding that you have so much crypto, people want fiat, and vice versa. So those are some of the challenges that I'm still addressing, and in due time I'm able to come up with a system that will be able to address all the issues at hand. Also, we've had what we call the Bitcoin mining. And what has happened over the last few days, that is the mining problem has risen over 9%, highest since January. As you all know what mining entails, this is the process of creating new coins, either through mining of new blocks or verifying transaction to receive the fees as part of their incentive. So the mining problem has risen to over 9%, and what basically happens in such a case is that you realize that you have so many miners coming to the space, and once you have many miners coming to the space, of course, the problem rises and the risk of mining goes higher, so that you don't have so many miners flooding the market, and they make mining less profitable. So once they raise the difficulty in mining, that will be able to cater for all the miners who are in the market, so that the time spent in coming up with a solution is actually more compared to less time and many miners. So it's basically a technique that will keep the industry stable, and avoid locking out potential investors and potential people who are willing to gain from the industry. So you can see that this has risen. If you check the graph, This is 2022. We are now almost at our peak point, and this tells you that this mining has always been going up, 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 up. So you can imagine by the year 2030 at which point we are going to be. So embrace the industry. I've always mentioned time and again, we have several areas in crypto. Just find one, two, or three. Major in that particular area, specialize there. Know your weaknesses, know your strength. You don't need to be in all areas of crypto. You can't be in mining, you can't be in trading, you can't be in hedge funds, you can't be in futures, you can't be in airdrops, you can't be in IC, you can't be all round. But you can identify some 2 or 3 areas that you can actually capitalize and be able to make out much, much more compared to being overall in the entire cryptocurrency industry. So that's it for tonight, guys. Not so much has happened. I just wanted to point out the issue of the market today, because last night things were looking extremely bad, but today at least we have some recovery, and there is a ray of hope in where we are going. So remember to follow us on our social media platforms. That is Apex Crypto Academy on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The next academy is coming mid-September. I'll keep you guys posted so that those who want to come to the class can come and learn the industry from the beginner level all the way up to the advanced level. You can do your trades, your swing trades, your futures trading. You can use spot trading and any other issues that you want to do in regards to crypto. Finally, we have an ICO that were deployed. The contract address has already been deployed. We're now waiting for the launch. Hope the launch is done as soon as possible, so that we can see how this ICO is going to do. So far, it looks very, very promising, because we are about 1,000% up from the initial price. And let's see how it's going to take us. So good night, everyone. Good luck, and God bless you. Bye.